Hey man, I know y'all hear it. They brought your boy Joe back. They know that song was trash, man. This is a win. I love this. I don't have to skip the intro no more.
Hey yo, the old power intro is back. The people have won. 50 has heard our voices, and they got rid of that trash intro. But we gonna run it back one more time. Run my intro.
This is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city life, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. I just happen to come up hard. Legal or illegal, baby, I gotta make it.
I never took a straight path nowhere. Life's full of...
All right, man. Joe is back, rightfully so. We can finally go through season 6 without the sour taste of that whack intro in our mouths, okay? Sorry, Trey Songz, but nobody was here for that. Maybe if they would have changed the theme song, maybe like in season 2 or 3, maybe we could let that skate by, but you can't go 5 seasons with Joe and then just cut him out. Come on, man. But yeah, y'all made the right decision. But anyway, that's enough of that. So episode number 3, once again going off the dome here. I need to start writing down notes before I get up and do these reviews. Now I'm gonna be all over the place. So I guess I'll do kind of like last time and kind of focus on where each character is within the episode at this point. But first, before I start that, just quick thoughts on episode 2. I just wanted to speak like on the ending, where they finally buried Angela Valdez, and during this episode, Ghost thinks he killed Tommy, and then of course throughout the episode he finds out he didn't get the job done. And now he has a new problem with Tommy's connect, and this does always seems to be like the story that goes on with Empower. It's getting kind of redundant. They have a problem with the connect. We got to get rid of connect, or some plug or something. It seems like Tommy and Ghost always have to get rid of some drug dealer. And with episode 3, it looks like it might be building toward that. I'll get to that towards the end of this review. But going back to episode 2, yeah, I thought it was kind of it was a trip, kind of how Tommy just came out of nowhere. Everybody thinks he's dead at this point, and then he comes at the end of the episode where they have the funeral. And Tommy goes up to Angela's sister. He gives his condolences, even though he killed her. So I thought that was crazy. But yeah, so I guess the truth will eventually be revealed that Tommy did kill Angela. But right now everybody's still on the Ghost killed Angela. So everybody hates Ghost, right? But anyway, so yeah, getting off of episode 2. Episode 2 was cool. And we got, an intro into Dre and his whereabouts. And that's kind of the focus of this episode, with the Jimenez chick. She's going to trial, and then he has to testify. And let's start off at the beginning of the episode, and we already got a death out the gate. I guess you can consider it a major death. Donovan died. My bad. So should I say spoilers at this? If y'all watch a review, y'all probably watched it already. But anyway, so Donovan, he died right at the beginning of the episode, because they're getting ready to escort him out the safe house or whatever. And Jimenez guys, they come in, shoot up the place, bang bang, and he takes a bullet for Dre. And then just when I'm missing Dre, just when I'm like, man, I kind of miss Dre, he does some more some bogus stuff, man. Dude took a bullet for him, and he's sitting on the floor, and then so everybody's pretty much dead at this point. It's just him and Dre and Donovan, and Dre decides to shoot Donovan with his daughter in his hand. So yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I'm back on the Dre gotta go train. I know he's kind of paid his debt to society somewhat. We see him fall down a couple notches, but yeah, we need to see Dre go, man. I don't know, he's kind of a nuisance at this point. But I was kind of missing him for a second because they didn't show him in the beginning. Everybody was like, where the hell is Dre at? And they titled the episode of this as Forgot About Dre, so I thought that was clever as well. So I like to title this episode as well. So let's see. Later on in the episode, they do have the trial, and somehow Tommy concocts this plan to get her. They slip some type of drug in her drink. And then she went to the bathroom, and then Keisha, she's in the bathroom to let Tommy know that, she's there. And so they can come in, swoop in as EMT guys and take her in the ambulance. And that's how they deliver her to, the drug guy I think his name is Jason, right? Yeah, Jason. So he's the new, connect or whatever. And basically he wants to take over her operation and all her stuff like that. But she doesn't cooperate and he kills her. So, she's finally dead. She's out of the picture. But I guess I'm kind of skipping all over the place. So basically he kind of worked this plan to kind of have Tommy and Ghost do basically the same thing, even though they don't know they're doing it at the same time. But they meet up during, when everything is going down. And so but I think I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Like I said, I'm just going off the dome right now. So let's go back a little bit. Tasha and Ghost. So at this point, they're still in the talks of divorce, and we see how Tasha is getting along without Ghost. She has a smaller apartment. She can't afford the things she used to. And Tariq, with his disrespectful ass, he came in talking about him. I'm like, where's my room? And then she said, you ain't got a room. You can sleep in your little sister's bed. I'm too big for that bed. And he said, you can sleep on the couch. I don't want to sleep on the couch. I'm like, man, that's disrespectful, little. But Tariq, he has another problem now because he's running out of drugs to sell at the school. So where he's going to get that from, I don't know. I think maybe he might get involved with Tommy and try to get some drugs from him. I don't know how Tommy might feel about that, but that's my only prediction. That's the only route he can go to get the drugs that he needs. But yeah, other than that, he's kind of developing, I guess, a love interest with the chick that's selling drugs with him at Chode or whatever. So talked about Tariq. That's all I have to explain really on him. Ghost and Tasha, they're going through it. We got introduced to a new character as far as Tate and his campaign is concerned. I think the chick, she actually played on Shooter. I just caught up with that. That's a good series, by the way. Y'all should go watch that, Shooter. She played Memphis on Shooter, so that's how I recognize her. And so we'll see kind of what, how she's gonna fit into everything. But yeah, right now, I think I pretty much went over everything. Anybody else I'm forgetting here? Okay, so I guess I'll move on to Tommy and Keisha. I'll go back to that a little bit. Of course, Keisha was part of the plan to get Jimenez killed, and she seems to be going down this dark path. She seems to be the ride or die chick. We'll see how far she keeps going. And in every episode, Tommy's like, you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? Now she's gonna clean money for him through her salon, like she was doing with Tasha, except she doesn't want Tasha involved at all. So you know, she's gonna keep rolling with it. So we'll see how far it goes eventually. But I think at some point, you know, it's just gonna get, you know, too heavy for her. But we'll see. She's been going along with it. All right. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap things up. Let's get to the end of the episode here. So after Ghost pretty much figures out what Jason conspired with both of them to get the Jimenez to him, so Ghost once again calls up Tommy and basically let bygones be bygones, and once again, let's go kill the plug. This, you know, redundant storyline that we've been getting, but you know, let's go with it. It's the final season, whatever. And Tommy's pretty much like, nah, man, I'm all right. But I think they'll eventually get together at some point. They just might build to it. At first, I kind of thought this thing was going to be Ghost versus Tommy. But I think this is just eventually they're going to get back together. I don't know if that's exactly what I want to see. I want to see Ghost and Tommy, man. That's what I want to see. But once again, we're seeing let's kill the plug. But yeah, right now Tommy's not with it, and it's still Ghost and Tommy. They button heads. So, and also Dre is, I guess, in Sax in his pocket. Because they kind of got something hanging over him now that he doesn't have to worry about the Jimenez. But at the same time, they said that he can't see his daughter. So, and the only way, I guess, shoot, I'm losing my voice, I think, is basically what Sax wants from Dre is to help take down Ghost. So there's no telling how that's gonna go down. He did see him in the courtroom, and he did try to tell him, but Sax didn't believe him. So yeah, man, I think Dre gotta go. I did miss him for a hot little second, but yeah, let's get rid of Dre, man. So that being said, that's gonna wrap up episode 3 of Power. I'm still liking it so far. I'm definitely liking it now that the theme, the Power intro is back with Joe. Joe is back. Hashtag Joe is back. So that being said, I'm gonna sign off, y'all. I'm tired. Give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Deuces. I'll see y'all later.